Welcome everyone to another episode of Reese's Roundup. I am your host, Oh gosh! Lightning Kid himself, and today the NBA draft is now complete. I'm a little late on it, obviously, because I post these every Sunday, so you guys probably know who went where, and yeah, but I'm still gonna talk about it because I just want to cover how well these guys will do on each team, and I also want to point out the grades that each player was given based on CBS Sports. So let's dive into it, and I'm only going to talk about the lottery picks. So first teams first, the Suns get DeAndre Ayton. Now CBS Sports grades this a B+. I don't know, I think this was a pretty good draft pick. I mean, he was obviously going to be the first pick. He's a dominant big, but I guess his only concern is that he doesn't play any defense. So I could see why they would say B+, but I would give them an A- because they haven't had a really prominent center since Amari Stoudemire, Tyson Chandler maybe. So I'm gonna give the Suns the benefit of the doubt. I think they made the obvious choice, and I think they made the right choice. Next, you got the Kings, who got Marvin Bagley III. They gave him a B-. CBS Sports gave him a B-. Now, I think he's a pretty decent player. Obviously, he was going to either be first or second, which is what people were saying. So I think he'll improve. I think they could have at least given them a B, maybe B+, because he'll mesh well with De'Aaron Fox. And now that you got Vince Carter and Zach Randolph that can that can bring that experience. I think the Kings made a pretty good choice, but his only downside is that he doesn't play any defense as well. So that can obviously be improved. So I think the Kings did a solid job. The Atlanta Hawks ended up getting Trae Young in a trade. They were given an A-, and this I agree with because according to analysts, Trae Young was the best shooter and the best passer coming out of the draft, and ever since Jeff Teague left, the Hawks haven't really had that good point guard in a while. I mean, Dennis Schroeder's okay, but he's not somebody you can build around. So Trae Young is a good fit. I think he'll do really well with Atlanta. The Memphis Grizzlies, we went ahead and got Jaren Jackson Jr. Now, CBS Sports gives him a B-, but I think we at least deserve a B+. What I've seen from Jackson, he's like Zach Randolph, but a little smaller. He plays post-up. He doesn't really have that much of a jump shot. I mean, a three-pointer, but he has a good jump shot. He plays great defense, which is something that Zach Randolph didn't have. So I think he'll be a good Zach Randolph replacement. His only downside is that he didn't really average that many points per game, but if he's going to be coming off the bench, I don't see that being a factor. So a B+ I would give, but CBS Sports gave him a B-. The Dallas Mavericks got Luka Doncic. They gave it an A. I guess I could. I mean, they were saying that Doncic was probably one of the top guards coming out of the draft. So I'll give him to that. He's a solid 2 guard. So good signing by the Mavericks. I don't know. I think with Dennis Smith, I think they don't really need a guard. But if Doncic plays the 2 guard and Smith is at the point, then I could see it meshing well. But I don't know. I guess the Mavericks are trying to get younger, so this is their start. The Magic, according to CBS Sports, had the best pick in the draft. They got Mo Bamba, center. They graded him as an A+. He's improved his shot. He plays great defense. So I could see why they would grade him as an A+. They're probably also looking for the Dwight Howard replacement. I mean, Dwight Howard hasn't been anything since he left Orlando, and Orlando hasn't been anything since Dwight Howard left. So they needed a good replacement for Mo Bamba, or for Dwight Howard, and they got it with Mo Bamba. So I think this was a good signing by the Magic. I don't think that they will go straight to the playoffs now that they have him, but he'll definitely be a factor if they get more pieces to that team. The Bulls got Wendell Carter. He's a stable center. They graded him a B, and I can agree with that. So not really much to go off of that. They got who they needed. The Cavs got Colin Sexton from Alabama. They graded him a B+. I want to go with an A- because Colin Sexton's a solid playmaker. My college team is Alabama, so I've been watching him for a little bit, and he's a great point guard, and he's going to be a good replacement for Kyrie. He's not going to be Kyrie 2.0, but he will be a good Kyrie replacement. Now, will that mean that LeBron James stays because of Colin Sexton? Absolutely not. But you know, they got some they got a good addition with him. The Knicks got Kevin Knox, and Knicks fans aren't happy with that. Also is CBS Sports, because CBS Sports gave him a C+. If they wanted to go small forward, they should have gotten Michael Porter Jr. There were actually a couple other small forwards that they could have gotten, but they ended up going with Kevin Knox. And I guess they wanted to take the Kristaps Porzingis approach, because they wanted to grab a no-name and go ahead and develop him. But I'm scratching my head on this one. So Knicks fans, if you're out there, go ahead and leave a comment on what you think about Kevin Knox. But all they got off of him was that he's just a good shooter, and if he's gonna mesh well with Kristaps, I don't know. But I don't really know much about the guy to go off of, so good luck, Knicks. The Sixers got Zaire Smith. He's got high upside, but they graded him a C-, and I don't know. I think the Sixers could have done better with that signing. I don't think they're going to do anything with him, because they got Simmons he can play shooting guard and small forward, and they also have JJ Redick. I don't know what they were doing with this one. I think they should have gotten like a power forward or something, but oh well. Sixers will do something with that. The Hornets ended up getting Miles Bridges. They graded him as a B-. I could see that. Good. He plays solid defense, and they need a small forward. That's exactly what they were looking for. So the Hornets went and got themselves a good pick. The Clippers got what they needed. They got a good point guard in gilgeous-alexander. They graded him a B-. So you know, they needed a point guard after CP3 left, and I can see why. So this was an okay signing, or okay pick. The Clippers also picked again. They had Jerome Robinson. This was the worst pick that CBS Sports gives, and I don't know. I don't know anything about this Javon Robinson guy. So all I know is that he plays no defense, according to analysts. So good luck, Clippers. And the Nuggets, with the last pick of the lottery, is Michael Porter Jr. Finally, right? I guess the only reason why he went so low is because of injuries, but CBS Sports gives him an A. I could see it. I mean, he was projected to be a top 3 pick, so there's really no fault in that. Like, I don't know why people wouldn't risk that if he was projected as a top 3 pick. But I mean, injuries take you out and they drop your stock. So I feel like the Nuggets did get a good sign. I felt like they had no choice but to get him, because they are stacked on offensively. They got good pieces on offense, so I don't really know where he fits in with the Nuggets scheme. But coming off the bench, maybe he might do solid. But I felt like the Nuggets didn't really have a choice but to get Michael Porter Jr. But at the same time, you know, he really could have gone to other teams, and I think they made a mistake not getting him. So I think he has that to prove for himself. Other than that, I mean, I think all these other teams did a solid job drafting these guys. There's a lot of talent in these top 14 picks, and let me know what you guys think. Who's going to be the best out of this lottery draft class? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys want to see for next week's video. I'll try my best to get like an NFL or MLB video out to you guys. It's just that things are picking up in basketball, and with the free agency period starting soon, I might just continue this. So we'll see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see next time, and I'm out. Peace.